If your phone is still slow after resetting it, this video is actually for you because at this point, resetting your phone was supposed to fix everything, right? You backed up your device, you wiped it clean, and set everything up again. And maybe for the first few hours or days, it felt fast, and maybe slowly the lag came back. App started opening late, scrolling wasn't smooth anymore. Then you ask yourself this question: did the reset actually work? The frustration is real, man. Very, very real. Because a factory reset is supposed to, it's supposed to be the only option to make your phone faster. It's like a nuclear button that clears everything and gives you a fresh start. But here's the truth: if your phone is still slow after resetting it, you are not out of options. You are just looking at maybe the wrong place, if I can say. A reset fixes software clutters, but it doesn't automatically fix the deeper reasons why phone slow down over time. Now, the first thing we need to talk about is timing, because most people judge performance far too early. The moment you sign back into your Google account or your iCloud, your phone immediately starts working harder than it ever will in normal use. Now, in the background, it synchronizes your contacts, your emails, your messages, and your photos too. It's downloading high resolution thumbnails, reinstalling your apps, reindexing your files, and also optimizing everything for the new system environment. If you restored from a backup, your processor is doing all this at once. So testing speed immediately after a reset is the worst possible way to judge a phone. The best you can do is maybe leave it for a while, plug it into a charger, connect it into a Wi-Fi, and give it several hours, maybe sometimes even maybe a full day. Yeah, in many cases, what people think is slow performance is actually post resetting heavy lifting happening silently in the background. Now, if you are giving the phone enough time and it's still slow, that's when we need to talk about hardware reality. A factory reset does not refresh physical components, and this is where expectations often break down. The biggest hidden factor here is your battery. On both Android devices and iPhones, the operating system will reduce performance when the battery is degraded. This is called the performance throttling. If your battery can no longer supply steady power under load, the phone intentionally slows down the processor to prevent sudden shutdown. That means no matter how clean the software is, the phone will never feel truly fast as it was. Now, until the battery is replaced, you can never get the same performance. If your battery health is already low, resetting the phone already remove clusters. It doesn't remove the limitations. Storage is another physical factor people underestimate. Internal storage chipsets wear out over time as they age. Read and write speeds drop, which directly affects app loading times and system responsiveness. This is why storage maintenance or storage management matters even after a reset. Software growth also plays a major role. Apps today are much heavier than they were a few years ago. Social media apps, keyboard launchers, and even basic utility apps now run background services, synchronizing constantly and use more resources. So even when older hardware is running, newer software is often struggling just to keep up. This is where reducing virtual load actually helps. On Android, lowering animation scales in developer option doesn't make the processor fast, but it reduces how much work the system has to do when switching apps and also opening menus. The interface feels snappier because the phone isn't spending time drawing heavy animations. Now, for iPhones, features like reduce motion serve the same purpose by cutting down unnecessary graphical effects. Another mistake many people often make is reinstalling the same apps that were causing the problem in the first place. Phone booster apps, RAM cleaners, and so-called optimizing tools promises speed, but in reality they are always doing the opposite. Modern phones are designed to manage memory intelligently. Clearing RAMs constantly forces apps to reload from storage again and again, which actually slows down things and increases power usage. If you reset your phone and immediately install those utility apps again, you are just reintroducing the problems again. Now, removing unnecessary apps, limiting background activity, and keeping your setup simple does far more for performance than any booster apps will. Heat also plays a major role silently. A phone that runs hot will always slow itself down to protect internal components. So after resetting, background services updates and synchronizing can increase heat temporarily, but if your phone feels warm during normal tasks, it will throttle performance quietly, making everything feel like slow even if the software is clean. At the end of the day, a factory reset is not a major fix, it's like a cleanup tool. What happens after the reset matters far more than the reset itself. Time. Hardware condition, storage health, background activity, animations, and app choices will determine whether your phone stays fast or slips back into lag. And sometimes the honest truth is that, or the honest answer is this: the phone has reached the limit. Not every device is built to age gracefully, So, especially budget models, when you understand that, you stop fighting the device and start making smarter decisions about how to use it or when it's time to move on. If your phone is still slow after resetting it, it doesn't mean that your phone or the reset failed. It just means that the real problem goes deeper than what people think. And now at least you know exactly where to look at. If this thing has cleared things up for you, share your experience in the comment section and let me know what phone you're using. Subscribe for more honest review like this and honest breakdown. Thanks for watching. My name is Mr. Roy and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.